This John Deere 2032R is probably the perfect tractor for our 13-acre homestead. So one of the things I want to get out of the way right from the start is the video is not sponsored by John Deere. I'm not an employee of John Deere or paid by them in any way. I just really like this tractor and it's been really handy around our homestead. One of the key reasons for it is it combines a good amount of strength with perfect size. Now the size of this John Deere enables us to fit down our driveways, fit it in the garage for storage. We can fit under the car shelter. We can fit down our trails in the back that usually are reserved for ATVs, that sort of stuff. So it allows us to get around to places on our homestead where, say, a normal bigger tractor couldn't fit. If we had gone with something like the Lamborghini, like Jeremy Clarkson, you know, we wouldn't be able to get as much done on the homestead as we do with this one. Time for some tractor work. Now we originally picked this one up because back in 2019 we had a crazy quote for someone to come in and snow blow our driveway, and we figured, why pay them to do it when we can purchase a John Deere and almost pay the same amount of money that we would pay for someone else to snow blow to buy a tractor. And we figured we needed one in the future anyway, since at that time we were planning to get the cows. So if you haven't seen our video about whether this John Deere can actually lift a round bale, I'll put the link up in one of these corners here. You can check it out. Now, having that strengthened a tractor to be able to lift a round bale, which John Deere actually doesn't recommend for this size, it allows us to do so many other things too. It allows us to move trees when we're clearing land, the logs when we're putting in fence posts. We can pick up a pallet with a bale spears. So if we go to the feed store and load a pallet up in the back of the pickup truck with feed or other supplies, we can lift it out of the truck with this instead of throwing it by hand, each individual bag for the chickens and the pigs and the cows and that sort of thing. Now with this size tractor too, it allows us to fit multiple implements on the front where the bucket goes. Right now we usually have the bale spear on there because it's so versatile for us. We were actually able to clear some land with it by using the bale spear to dig into the ground and pull out the roots and stumps. On the back as well, it'll fit multiple implements, including plows, rototillers, post hole diggers, all that kind of stuff that you need every so often on a homestead. Now on a regular homestead, if you don't have cows, or even if you have cows, you could probably almost get away with not having a tractor. I know so many people on their homestead that don't have tractors, and really the main reasons why we had it was for the snow blowing of our driveway, because we have such a long driveway. It's a big one. That was key. We don't want to do that by hand, and we didn't want to hire anyone. And the other reason, again, was the round bales for the cows, as well as harvesting the cows. We needed something to be able to, when we do harvest a cow, lift that cow out of the field and bring it over to the car shelter. Again, this tractor has no problem doing that at all. And as I said, we recently cleared some land. Last year, we had a forest fire that was very close to us, about a mile away. And we realized the trees, all the pines, were a little too close to the house. So we took that back. I believe it's about 60, 70 feet that we went back. And now we have that wide open space. Now we've just started clearing that to make it better so we can plant more trees and more shrubs and bushes and that sort of thing in there. So in clearing this land, we were able to borrow a plow from a friend, and then our next door neighbor had a rototiller as well as a rake. So we were able to use those and take out any stumps that we had left in there from last year. We got those removed. We got tons of roots removed. So it made it so easy to do that with the tractor instead of by hand. Now another reason why this tractor is perfect for our homestead is the ease of use. The kids can use it, Bridget can use it, no problem. They don't need any past experience on tractors to be able to shift gears or turn the right knobs, that sort of thing. It's hydrostatic, so they can go forward, go backwards with the push of a pedal. It makes it so easy to learn and so easy to use as well. I almost feel that the hydrostatic is kind of a safety feature as well, because you're not sticking it in gear and then having to hit the brakes or pull it out of gear. You just take your foot off the pedal and it stops. Well, unless you're on a hill or carrying a load or something like that, but that's not something we usually do. And in teaching the kids and Bridget how to use the tractor, again, the size is perfect because I can walk beside the tractor and show them the controls as they're doing something. Another bonus with the size of this tractor and its strength and ability, the attachments that we put on aren't huge. So in a lot of cases, I can move the bale spear by hand. I can move the rake by hand. If I put the snowblower on one of the trolleys we made, basically a skid with wheels, we put it on that for the winter so I can move it around the garage. We can push that out of the way, no problem. I can move a bucket by hand. It makes it very easy if I need to get around something or hook something up to the tractor, which is usually the case where you want to get it perfect on the 3-point hitch. So being able to manhandle it really helps. With this one as well, we didn't go with the cab on it. The reason for that is, again, for the size. We wanted to be able to fit through the forest, through the trails, and not have to worry about hitting branches, hitting trees, knocking stuff off the cab. And then I have a little more ability to move around in the cab and talk to someone on the ground, as well, again, as instruct anyone. So if the kids are learning or Bridget's doing something and I want to show her something new, I don't have to worry about opening the door or yelling in a window or standing in front of the wheel on the step while I try and teach them how to use the tractor. So for us, where the cab would be a really nice benefit when we're snow blowing in the winter or doing something in the spring when the bugs are out, in a lot of other cases, it would be a disadvantage for us. So guys, if you're thinking about a tractor for your homestead, I highly recommend this one. It's nice because they offer 0% financing when you buy. There's a warranty with it. If you're like me and you're not really mechanically inclined, then you don't have to worry about fixing stuff on this for quite a while. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to comment, hit that like and subscribe, and get down here and check this video out about tractor tips. Some little secrets that I've learned about using this tractor that I didn't actually know before using other tractors. Time for some tractor work.